Today in Luther's Kitchen, I'm making Greek meatballs, lemon rice, and tzatziki. Yum! To begin with, I am finely chopping some Italian parsley, followed by scallions that I want to mince. This is going in the meatball mixture, so I don't want to have big chunks of onion. I'm also going to chop some fresh garlic, and I'm going to use the garlic also in the tzatziki. Some of it's going in the meatballs, some of it's going in the tzatziki, but I'm doing all my prep work right now. And for the meatballs, I was trying to go with a spanakopita theme, and spanakopita traditionally has spinach and feta cheese. So I'm using some baby spinach leaves that I'm going to chop fine, along with some fresh dill. The dill is for the tzatziki, but again, I'm just trying to get all my cutting work done. So I'm gonna finely chop the dill, and you can see on the left side, I have already finely chopped the spinach, minus the stems. I'm gonna thinly slice some baby cucumbers, because that's gonna go in the tzatziki too, before I start to make my meatballs. For the meatballs, I'm putting 2 pounds of ground chicken in a large bowl. I'm gonna crack a couple eggs, and then I'm going to start adding all of the veggies that I chopped after I put a little bit of feta cheese. So I just have a regular block of feta from Trader Joe's that I crumpled in my hands. I only used about a half a cup. Feta cheese has a lot of salt, but it's also gonna give the meatballs some really good texture. So into the bowl goes the garlic, the scallion, the spinach. I'm adding a little Parmesan cheese. I have some dried oregano that I'm crushing really well between my hands, and then a little bit of black pepper and some kosher salt. And again, because the feta has salt and the Parmesan has salt, you gotta go a little easier on the salt. So for 1 pound of meat, I usually put about 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt if I already have the feta. I have a sheet pan ready that I already sprayed with olive oil, and now I'm just getting my hands in there. I don't want to over mix the meat mixture, otherwise you end up with a very tough meatball, but you need to mix it well enough. I also dropped in some panko breadcrumbs too. So I'm using a scooper, an ice cream scooper or a disher, to portion out equal size meatballs. I'm serving these over rice, so I don't want them huge, but I don't want them tiny. So this ice cream scooper was actually the perfect size. Once they are scooped, I'm gonna bake them at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes. Again, it depends on the size of your meatball. Just make sure that the internal temperature of the meatball registers at 165 degrees Fahrenheit before eating. Now I'm going to continue making my tzatziki. So I'm actually gonna use some lemon zest, fresh lemon juice, and Greek non-fat plain yogurt. I have the cucumbers that I cut earlier along with the fresh dill, some fresh lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil, and the minced garlic, giving all that a good stir. Next is my lemon rice. And for the lemon rice, I'm using some basmati rice, and in a medium-sized pot, I'm sauteing some shallots that I finely chopped along with 1 clove of garlic. And I've got basmati rice that I have rinsed really, really well. I'm gonna just kind of coat the rice with the olive oil, the shallot, the garlic mixture before adding in chicken stock that has been heated. That's important. So I just put chicken stock in a glass measuring cup and put it in the microwave to heat it up. I'm then also gonna add in fresh lemon juice. And at the end, you'll see me add in the zest from earlier, and also some chopped parsley and some more finely chopped dill. So lemon juice went in, chicken stock is in. I'm gonna bring this mixture up to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. I also am seasoning it with some kosher salt. Once the mixture is at a low simmer, put the lid on and continue to cook for about 20-ish minutes. You gotta check it. And once all the liquid is absorbed in the bottom of the pan, pot, it's time to add the lemon zest, fresh parsley, a little dill. Give everything a good stir. You want to make sure you're fluffing it and it's not burning at the bottom. Then you serve your cooked meatballs on top with some tzatziki. I have a Greek 3-bean salad on the side. For a wonderful weeknight meal, this is a winner. For this recipe and more, visit myclasscancook.com.